What's up guys? Alright, so today we're installing a axle on a rear wheel. It's a bit more difficult, that's why we're using the rear wheel. I'm showing you which grease to use, how to place the ball bearings, and then the tensioning and tightening of your axle and the centering of that as well. And yeah, so let's jump into it. Alright guys, we actually started with the wheel. It was a wheel that came in with a broken axle, so the axle wasn't in there, so sorry for not showing you how to take it out. And I see the first clip that we did, well, it didn't make it onto the camera. It wasn't recorded. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking this clip to just tell you the axle was out, we cleaned it, we started putting in the bearings, and I'll actually show you from there.
A few inches later.
Alright, so I put in the bearings and the grease on this side as well. The best advice I can give you guys on this is use a grease that's, how can I say this, that's a nice thick grease, and it'll actually keep your bearings in place. I use red rubber grease from Worth, this one here. It's a very good grease. And then basically what you'll do is, most people say this is too much. I disagree, you can never have too much. So I put the grease inside first, and then I pack the bearings inside, and then I know it'll stay there, because otherwise they're going to fall out the whole time while you're trying to put in the axle. So the next step is to put in the axle, center it, and basically just tension it, torque it down, and then I'll show you how to do that as well. Alright guys, I've assembled the one side of the axle that we're going to use on this hub. Usually use a 15mm cone spanner and a normal 17 wrench, but in this instance I see it's a 16 we're going to use. So we're just going to put that one on there, the other one on there, and then basically just lock the two together like that. Don't have to tighten it too much, just make sure they won't move, and that's basically what it's going to be. We're going to put it into the hub now, and then I'll show you on the other side how that works.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so what I've done is I've actually put in the axle. This is the side that we've locked, the drive side. This is the non-drive side. I've put on the cone nut and then the locking nut. The main thing you want to do here is tighten it to where you feel there's no play on the axle, and then lock it. If there's any play, you're going to need to loosen that. Hold your drive side, tighten this one a little bit more, and then lock it again till the play is out. But if you tighten it too much, you will damage the bearings inside and the cones. So make sure that you don't tighten this too much. Alright, so like I said, you're going to use your 15 cone wrench, a normal 16. Basically you're going to turn that. You see, when I'm turning this, the whole axle actually turns with. So it might give me some play on the axle. No, not. So actually locking on this one. That's perfect, that's how you want it. Now just to assemble everything again and you're ready to go. Alright guys, as usual we're doing some motivation as well. Here's some food for thought. Just a few quotes that I read, and I must say they do hit the spot. And remember, these things are just things that I'm sharing with you. It doesn't mean it's going to have an impact on your life. It has an impact on mine, and this actually motivates me more than I think it motivates you guys at the moment. But just listen to some of the quotes, maybe it helps you, maybe not. If not, I'm pretty sure I'll get something that can help you guys as well. Alright, let me read it to you. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness, bad days give experience, worst days give lessons, and the best days give memories. Strength. When you go through hardship and decide not to surrender, that is strength. You will never be truly happy if you continuously hold on to things that make you sad. Don't let anyone break you. There may always be people who secretly want you to fail. That's okay. Just stay strong and stand tall. Being strong doesn't mean you'll never get hurt. It means even when you get hurt, you'll never let it defeat you. Guys, we usually get to a point where we feel there's no return. We've lost everything. Our debts are too high. And everybody's phoning you for things that you owe people. Guys, I've been there, I'm still there, I'm still working through that. So I'm not telling you guys out of a point where my bank account is full and I'm sitting here without stress. I also experience these things, and I'm sharing this with you because I know how it feels, and I'm pretty sure we can walk this road together and get to a place where it's better for all of us. never back down. My dad always said, when you're at the bottom, you've already lost everything. The only thing you can do is take a step forward. There's nothing else, so at least you've got one step forward.